Views and opinions expressed on this platform are solely those of both the host and their guests. If you don't like what we talk about, we don't give a damn. We're still gonna talk our shit.
I'm kind of loaded. Hey, you got
Okay, is everything off limits? I should ask you before.
Oh no, you fine. We
Just light it up then. We will talk shit. Okay, I'm sorry, honey.
You're absolutely not. You're absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I asked around in your city, nobody knew who you was. All the capping you was doing, it didn't get you no buzz.
Okay, hi everybody, it's Tyler B.
This T. McKinney.
And welcome back to Manifesting in the City. So today our special guest that we have here, Rachaal Clayton and her fiance, Kisha Jay.
Yay! Let me get a clap on the background. I had that like
It's so good to have y'all real talk.
Okay.
Y'all, these people been in my life for a long time. So it's really good to just, get them here and just be able to talk real shit. So tell us a little bit about yourselves and like how y'all got together and just like y'all short story long.
okay, baby. You can go ahead first.
Hi, I'm Kisha Jay. I'm a hairstylist. I've been doing hair for over 14 years. And,
Like Keisha.
the Kisha Jay.
yeah,
Right.
the Kisha Jay.
Stylist.
Yes. I kind of like to, hang out, have fun, go to festivals, party, talk to people, have a good time.
And I am Rachaal, better known as Dominique Dum Dum. Not Rachel, so let's just clear the air. It's not Rachel, it's Rachaal, for all inquiring minds. So I'm a conductor at the railroad. It's pretty much it. For real though. I do a little bit of everything. Currently, I just got into real estate, so kind of buy houses wholesale or people in pre-foreclosure or just looking to sell. So keep that on y'all mind. So in case y'all might need my services. Other than that, I like to travel, hang out, sleep. That's the main thing I like to do. I like to sleep.
Okay.
And it's my little fiance. You want to tell the story about how we met, or?
I
Because you
mean,
know the world want to know.
The world
I mean, you
wants to
can tell.
know.
They want to know about Rachel.
I kind of big down on her.
Okay, so I'm the first woman she's ever been with. Let's get this started.
Okay.
So that's the first thing. It kind of happened. She was doing my sister and them hair for about maybe about 10,
8-9 years.
yeah, somewhere around almost a decade. So I kind of been knowing her, but I really didn't know her.
I didn't even know it was that long. Like,
Yeah, I've been knowing her for a long
been
time.
around. You
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I've been in the cut. Nah, I was just playing.
She wasn't in the cut like
Nah,
that.
I wasn't in the cut like
We
that.
don't need nobody thinking we been so.
Please don't, because
But yeah, so she been doing my sister and her for a while now, and we kind of used to just flirt. Like I would flirt with her on Snapchat here and there. So I was kind of going through a divorce when we first started. It was in a very dark space, staying downtown by my lonesome, me and my little dog Kojak, and
She always had car concerts.
yeah, I was always
On
singing. So she
Snapchat.
was like, she was right on my you were always having car concerts,
And they be so long.
just flirting on Snapchat or whatever.
that was long.
Yes.
The whole,
The whole song. You know how you just put a little bit, then you stop. Nah, she got the whole. Yeah.
Yeah, she was on every snap. So her birthday was coming up.
Okay.
And I think it was around her birthday, around September, and she had a booth over at Classy Soul. And I used to always like tell my sister, like, just say little stuff to her, whatever. So she needed somebody to hold her booth at Classy Soul. So my sister then volunteered me, like how Dominique can hold your booth for
Right.
you. So I done went held the booth, like a little crash dummy.
Nah.
Girl, you wanted to hold
can't-
that booth.
Yeah. See, what made her want to hold a booth was I was doing sister her and her little nephew wanted some chips, so she brought the chips.
Okay.
So when she came up, I'm like, why you ain't bring me none?
So
And she was
really
just
flirting on the low.
smiling like,
She really big down on me for real.
I really
like, even though I
did.
used to say a little,
Little
first time she
shit.
come into it, she really big down on me.
Okay then.
So anyway, long story short, I
We was at
held the
class,
booth, went to class, so she hit me with the like, dang, let me sit on your lap. Remind you, I was still, married, so I'm like, nah, it's a public place. Can't be doing all this, so I'm acting shy. No, I ain't really shy.
They are ready.
Period.
They are ready.
So, after that, I went home. Probably like a couple days later, I kind of threw like, look, what they be saying, them young people be saying, thirst trap.
Right.
So I made a stance, knowing I wasn't really a drink at the time. So
Right.
I was really a smoker, but I made a stance like, I want to have some drinks.
Right.
It was probably like 12 in the morning. So she come in on it, and then we kind of like got off line her. We met at local for the first time. It's like 1 in the morning. And
y'all was doing some in the cut.
but remind you, like I had been staying in my apartment like at this point in time, it was probably like 8-9 months at the time.
Right.
I had been going back and forth, just kind of battling my emotions and shit, coming to a realization like, damn, this situation really over. So she kind of like used to try to get me out the house. So anyway, we end up meeting up at local, had a drink or whatever. They were closing. So after she left, I was like, you made it home? She was like, yeah, I made it home. I was like, okay, I just pulled an IHOP. She was like, dang, why you didn't invite me to IHOP? So I was like, damn, what a nigga at? You know what I'm saying? You out a little late. You trying to
do what I want to do.
Look, I can do what I want to do, baby. Look.
She pulled up
Baby,
at
don't worry about that.
IHOP.
I was
like,
already done.
Okay.
She pulled up at IHOP, so I'm like, okay, she really outside. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's 2, 3 in the morning this time.
Right.
He falling asleep at the table and shit, woo, tripping. But anyway, so that happened, and then after that, like, she started coming over visiting, and that's pretty much how it happened.
Locked ever since. Look, why she trying to be like, where the nigga at?
Right.
I'm trying to see. We've been with the niggas for a long time. You know what I'm saying? So,
I don't know what you're talking about.
so I'm trying to see what's going on, baby. I don't want no smoke.
And that's understandable because we know men are not emotional. They don't have no emotional intelligence. They crashing out at all times.
Exactly.
About the craziest shit. So, but he said, don't worry about it.
And I tell people all the time, look, baby, I'm the only child my mama get. I need to make it home. So I need to make sure. But once she came back, I'm like, oh no, she can't nobody be at home. Cause my woman then left 1 in the morning, then you came home, then you leaving again. Baby, we've been having a problem. So I kind of like, okay, well maybe she ain't got nothing going on.
I was single.
Yeah. So okay, with that being said, so is this dating different from Kisha? From what you kind of been through? Is it just like you dating a person, or you know what I'm saying? Because most folks, we gotta get an understanding, because it's a lot of ignorance when it comes to me. I'm just a person who you like.
Right,
you know what I'm
right.
saying? Like, it shouldn't really be no boundaries onto what sexuality is.
For sure.
How I feel like it's fluid, you know. So, but especially us in the black community, it's way more fluid in the white community. They do what they want to do, and it's accepted. But of course, with us, we have to put stigmas and characterize and compartmentalize everything. Like, you gotta be a stud, you gotta be bisexual, you gotta, you can't just accept that I'm in a relationship with who I'm in a relationship with. So has that kind of been like tough, like battling through, or is it just
I think at first I was a little afraid of like what other people was gonna think.
Right.
But for me, no, it's different, but it's not like, it's more, I say more softer. Like more, it brings a different side out of me. Like, I don't gotta be rough, or I don't gotta be hard, or I don't gotta act like I don't care. Like, all right, okay, whatever. Like, cause at first, we get to arguing. I don't want to hear it. I'm walking off. I don't want to talk. It brings out a different side of me that I didn't know. Okay, I was the problem a couple of times, but I mean, I love it. Like, it's not like how people see, oh, y'all gonna be fighting, y'all gonna be doing this, y'all gonna be women to know. It all depends on the person, and it depends on what you allow. And, boundaries and talking, and
And we,
Just a lot of
and
it.
we speak on boundaries a lot because I really do feel like they are important, and
Definitely.
people,
Right.
regardless of what your situation is, boundaries can't be crossed. Whether you married, in a friend zone, whatever, platonic, any type of boundaries. And I think a lot of people don't realize they boundaries, so they are habitual crossers of other people's boundaries. So that's that's a good place that you have found that south side.
Yeah, she
It
was
tapped
good.
into that. She was
I had
hard.
to tell her, hey, listen. I remember one time she stormed out my house. I was like, that was real childish. You
I didn't
just
care.
gonna leave. I'm like, that's kind of childish, I said we communicate around here.
It
you know.
is.
Did she leave? Like,
Yeah, she
Yeah,
just stormed
slammed
out.
the door and
Slammed the door, and I
left,
called her.
like-
I was like, that was real childish.
We could have
you know.
talked about
We
it,
could just
but
talk,
but I have noticed that like dealing with women who somewhat have been with both sex. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It is. I do like recognize a correlation between how you have to feel you had, because you should be able to communicate with anybody you
Right.
with,
Right.
but like how you have to act opposed to like. What you do that for? Like we could have just talked about it. Like you ain't got to. I
Like
get
we
it,
can
you know
do
what I'm
cool.
saying?
Like you don't have to holler. Like we could just have a simple
Yeah, but you
conversation.
do have to. But I noticed, like, with dealing with the opposite sex, you know what I'm saying? You do have to be a little bit more rougher and like, I don't know what that is about. Maybe because it's a dominance thing on their end, because men like to feel like they have to dominate and be the man
Right.
and pump their chest. So what I say goes, when in actuality, your woman could really be the one that has to lead this time.
Right.
It's more like they're afraid to, because I ain't afraid to be led, because I ain't
Right.
right all the time.
Right.
Exactly.
I'm not right all the time.
Exactly.
Most of the time I ain't right, goddamn it. But, I know when to assert, this is how I feel, and I know when to be led. So I
Right.
get it.
And sometimes, it's a mix of in between, You make and lead me to a certain point, and then I take over at that point, So it's just, I guess it's just all contingent upon the situation,
Very much
But-
so.
Raquel, let me ask you this. So, you mentioned like you was going through a divorce when y'all two started to connect. Was it hard to really just like transition back into dating, and like now I see that y'all are engaged? So, tell me like, what did that feel like, and how did you know like you wanted to do this again? How were you sure, like, from the moment you said, okay, we're gonna date, to the moment you said she's gonna be my wife?
Okay, so from the beginning it was very, very hard, and the reason why I say it was hard, because the person I was previously married to, like, we were friends like years prior to even looking at each other like that. Like, I've seen her through relationships, she's seen me through relationships, like we would trip, like never even looked at each other like that. So I feel like at first I lost a friend, So I think that was probably the most devastating part, like, dang, I wish we never crossed that line, because, like, that was my nigga, And that was, like I said, it was really a tough time, man. I remember days I would just sit in the house. Like, I stayed down right in Midtown in the 1160 apartment. Like, I would just be sitting in the house like, damn, life is really life. And,
Yeah.
And I kind of done lived a life to where I haven't really experienced a lot of bad things in life. Like, I grew up in a nice family home. I've kind of had the best upbringing. So I'm like, this really like the hardest thing that I've been through at this point. And it was like, she's just like, you got to get out the house. Like, it'd be days like, I don't want to go nowhere. Like, she would like make me get out. So I'm like, dang, she really trying to like see me through this, not trying to force nothing, but really just trying to help me out of this dark place. And I'm like, you know what? I had to consider her situation. So I'm like, if she able to get out this space, and even while trying to help me get out my space, and she getting out of hers, I'm like, you know what? That would be something like my fuse sometimes to get up and like, okay. So then we like have a good time. I realize, I'm like, she cool. Like, she really a cool person. Like, she's mild mannered. She don't, she's not loud. She's real passive. At times she was aggressive, you know what I'm saying? But with me, it's like she's real passive. Like, she kind of like, well, whatever I'm with. So I'm like, you know what? She cool, And then it's crazy because my ex-wife and her birthday the same day. So I was like,
How this go?
yeah, but two totally different people. But I'm just like, we be on that astrology and
Yeah,
horoscope.
we
so
do.
I'm like,
And I don't care
another
about none
Virgo,
of
but
these.
I'm like, I can be type of Virgos. Like, you know what I'm saying? I have a good relationship with Virgos.
I
so,
like Virgos.
yeah, they are really genuine people and really sweet people. So I'm like, you know what? And pretty much just as time progressed, like I realized we have a lot in common. Like she liked to travel, stuff that I would mention to her as far as like I mentioned the situation about her storming out. Once I said that, like she kind of took heed to it. Like, okay, we can talk now. Like it was easy for me to kind of like lead her to open up, you know. She,
Right.
You know what I'm saying. So I was like, okay, we might be getting somewhere. Like she don't push back a lot, you know. I like to run stuff sometimes. No, I'm just playing.
Now you ain't
No, but for real.
See, I
But
had
no,
to tell
like
her.
she, you know,
Yeah.
it was easy for me to open up with her, you know what I'm saying, to her, and I feel like it was easy for her to open up to me. So like as time went on, like we done been all over the world. We done had some of the most emotional and uncomfortable conversations. Like
you gotta have those.
Yes,
You do.
you
You,
know,
you
I've
have
been
to.
able to,
You
like,
It's
do.
mandatory.
I never really consider myself an emotional person, you know, but I done been able to be a little emotional with her and stuff.
Right.
And she the first woman that my mama didn't ever even tried to have a relationship with. Like I've been talking to women since I was 12 years old. I'm 33 now. This is the first woman that my mama, like, they got each other number, they call and text. Like,
Right.
She able to go to the family functions. So I was like, yeah, this the one.
Yeah, because it's like, and a lot of people don't understand. You could say, well, I don't care what my family think, but your family dynamic do
Exactly.
because you love your family is equally as you love that person. And
Right.
then it's kind of like in hindsight, like I think back to like when my sisters and shit be like, I ain't like her anyway.
Right.
And then it's kind of like, well, shit. Why y'all ain't say nothing?
Right.
You know, but it wind up never working out. So I guess people also can be the eyes and the ears that you don't have and
Right.
see the things that you don't see as well. So, you know, if you get mama approval and sister approval,
That was it. I didn't care about sister approval, dad, or nothing. Like the fact that my mama, like
yeah.
we even go on a family trip with my mama. Like we got one coming up in July.
Right.
I'm like, our mama asked if she want to go somewhere. Like when we go play, she like ask Kisha she want to come. I'm like,
Mamas be
okay, mama,
baby.
you know what I'm saying? You know.
The mamas have made life hell for you down shit.
And it's not even that, cause my mama, she probably one of the most sweetest ladies ever. So
Right.
she never like made life hell, but she ain't invite her, but when she sees, she'll speak, you know.
Yeah.
And I feel like in a sense it's kind of made our relationship better, cause now I go over to more family functions, you know,
Yeah.
like, cause you know you kind of don't want to. I don't want to go nowhere my mate ain't invited, you know.
Yeah.
So
And
then kind of brought us a little closer in my mind. You
I
know?
understand that because, like, I remember when I first came, my grandma used to be like, God don't like junk. Like, and she a Virgo, you know? So I'm like, Grandma, child, it is what it is, honey. So you gonna have to.
God don't bless no mess.
Right, don't mess with that. You know what the old folks say. You like, well, what do that really mean? Say what you gotta say,
Right.
baby. But you know, I gotta respect that, you know, because they from another generation, too.
Right.
So it's, you know, before she passed, she got on with the program, so it's all good. God rest her soul. But I'm just tripping out the phone. You was storming out of somewhere, Kisha.
Right.
You don't even talk loud. Like,
Talk loud.
Kisha don't even, Kisha.
I talk real
And
loud.
I be like,
Baby, you got to put the phone up and sit it to be. Keisha,
listen, I had to tell her the other day.
She been-
I was like, Keisha, why do you be hollering? She was like, because I be wanting you to hear me. I said, well, can I be honest with you? I said, when you get to hollering, they don't make me hear you. I answered to you. I said, I be having the whole conversation in my head, like, why is she hollering? What is she?
I said, well, it make me feel like you hear me
And I
because you
said,
be
well,
quiet.
it don't. I don't be listening to nothing you be saying. I said, so when you keep it at a 4 or 5, because I ain't gonna holler at you, baby. So just calm down.
I be telling you that, like,
Yeah, that make me
once
hear
I
you.
start yelling, my head started.
For one, I ain't finna start yelling.
Frustrated.
I ain't finna start yelling at you, baby. I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna be looking at you like you crazy.
Cause
Cause you be crazy.
baby, cause like Keisha yelling, I was like, Keisha, who yelling?
When I be telling people I big down on her, they don't believe me. She really was trying to act shy. She took me from her email.
Look, she
Trying to be informal like a
I said, if you got to take me from your email, don't even text me.
so correction. At the time, I was running a temp service,
Okay.
and I had over 500 employees. So when it would be new people, like I would just, you know how your iPhone you can turn off your number and use your iMessage.
yeah.
So I would just use it as email, and when the first time I mentioned, I forgot to cut it out. I instantly sent her my number when she said it. I literally sent the number in like seconds. I'm like,
Like,
nah,
my bad.
it's not like that. I just, been
Right,
using it for my business.
bad.
She swear that though.
Nah, she was trying to be different.
Yeah, she swear.
Nah,
So you
I'm
gotta
just
send me
playing.
from your email, girl, please.
You ain't got to be on that. You ain't got to be on that.
So Keisha, with her being your first woman that you've ever been with, like, were you so? So you were nervous about coming out, I guess. Like, I mean, you're grown, so you don't have to come out. Like, it is what it is. You know, just pop out. But like, were you scared of what your like immediate family would think or your friends would think? And if so, like, when you did come out or did bring her around, like, how did people react to that? Or did y'all face any struggles, like not internally, but like outside struggles with y'all being together?
No, not really, because okay, so my sister and her kids, they like into church real heavy. So I was like, I used to say little stuff when I first started talking to her, like, I'm gonna give me a woman, or I'm finna give me a girlfriend, or my sister, she'd be like, well, whatever you wanna do, it's cool with me, or, you know, so I kind of like threw it out there. So my clients, I really kind of feel like I have a bond with them to the point where they tell me any and everything, like even the kids. Like, so I knew they weren't gonna judge me. So my niece had a party at, what was it? Dave and Bust? No.
Maybe it was
Main
David,
event.
Main event, okay.
My niece had a party at Main Event. I think she turned like 13, 14.
She just showed up with.
So yeah, I was like, I'm finna go to my niece's birthday party. You wanna go? And she was like, yeah. So my little uncle, he like my brother, so
Right.
he rode with me. So when we pulled up, I went to go pick her up because I'm like, I don't know how this gonna go, but I felt like it was gonna be cool. So we pulled up. He was sitting in the front, so he thinking, you know, okay, we finna go get a dude or something.
Right.
So I was like, get in the back seat. It's a woman. She finna sit in the front. He was like, oh, okay.
Right.
But when he got in the back seat, Dominique got in the car. She rolled up a blunt. They smoking. He cool. So I'm like,
That's the universal language.
Yeah.
Backwood up. He was good to go.
Yeah, so he was cool. So we pull up at the birthday party. We get out, we walk in. She spoke, my sister and them spoke. They like, oh, okay. So they sitting down, they looking like, that's Tia's sister. Like you can hear them whispering.
Right.
So I'm like, what's up? And my niece was like, this that dog you had on Snapchat when y'all was paying. She was like, that's who you been
They
talking
been
to.
all
I'm
on my
like,
page looking at
yes.
That's who you
Yes.
been fishing with and this and that. This
They
and
like, so
something.
yeah, that's who you went on a fishing day with. So at this time it had already been about 3-4 months.
Right.
So nobody really even knew. So like I didn't even tell my friends.
We knew.
Well, yeah.
We knew.
Yeah.
We knew because we working on city living.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we like met you in Houston.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So everybody made me feel like, oh, so she was coming to I made a status one day and was like, who can help, braid somebody her down for me. She come in and was like, why you ain't just ask me? I'm like, I didn't know you was gonna help me. So she came there, so she was helping me braid people her down at the shop. So everybody started saying like, she must like you, cause she come up here, she sit with you all day, like she bring you food, like y'all be playing with it, like y'all be tripping. So I'm like, oh, this is my friend, they like
That's my business.
and they in their head they thinking like, now we done met all your friends, so where she come from? But once it finally, came out, or whatever, Dominique posted a picture on Facebook. It was like right after y'all did the movie. Yeah.
Right.
So everybody was like, oh, we already knew. So everybody was really cool with it because they had already been seeing her.
So it was
I guess they were just waiting on me to say something.
Of course.
Yeah, they know. I was at the shop every day.
Yeah.
Like, I had a job where
And then
I
they
was
had
on the
already-
clock and still at the shop all the
Yeah.
time. So I was there all day, like
All
clock
day,
out.
every day.
Yeah. And then there was a rumor going around that I left a guy for her, but we was
That's
already
far from the truth.
we were way over before.
I don't even remember the nigga, and I've been on you for a while.
Check this out though. I knew the nigga before she knew the nigga.
Well, we gonna pause on that one. Hang on.
Yeah, I see our cousins in the house.
Tell them, say, what's up, man? Say, what's up, cousin?
You back on?
Yeah, we bet.
Girl, so yeah, I didn't even know that you was with a man before her. Like, I mean, of course, like I guess y'all have told me before in private, but it's just like before her, I don't even remember anybody, and that's kind of how it should be. Like, whoever was the past is the past.
Child.
I done had people, girl, I done had people come up to other people that I may have talked to or, talking to. Oh, yeah, I talked to Tyler, and I'd be like, girl, I don't even know you.
And I think that's so crazy for people to
I mean, I
do
do, but
that.
no.
Because if you see them out with somebody else, why would you ask them about me or anybody they've been with before? Maybe hey, you don't see me, so I mean.
Don't ask me about nobody. You don't see me.
I've ever been through. Like,
No
It ain't
beef,
no
no bad blood or nothing. Like,
It's just that messiness.
Yeah.
Like, why are we even discussing this? Like,
Yeah.
ooh.
And sometimes, I used to think it's always people want to be messy. But because I'm nosy, I kind of look at it from that perspective. Some people just be wanting to know. You know what I'm saying? Some people just knows,
True.
Because I'm like, I'm this type of nose. Like, if the police come flying past our house, like, I'm hopping in my truck going behind them.
Yes.
You might have missed your call. You might
I'm
need to be an
that type of
investigative
So
detective.
that's why I kind of changed my perspective. I used to always think, they being messy, but some folks just knows and want to know.
And you know that is another way to look at it, though. You know, it really is, because some people are just, they'll get the info and don't even say nothing.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. They just be being know. And sometimes, like, and the reason why I figure that, because you don't even have to necessarily be while you with that person. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have to be together. They might ask me, so what happened to such or
Right.
They just, why they want to know, I don't know. But
Right.
sometimes people just want to be in the know.
To feed their nose and
And then, I
monster.
mean, I guess because we were together for 9.5 years, so it was like,
Yeah.
you know.
Dang, girl.
Yeah, so they just like,
Oh, wow, that's almost 10 years.
But I got a real question, though, for real. How do y'all feel? Y'all do get tremendous amount of love.
Yeah.
But how do you feel about the hate?
I was just,
I love it.
Sometimes
I love it.
I be wanting to comment, especially when the niggas get on there. I be wanting to. I be
Because
like,
why you
well,
mad?
I love it.
But I be like, well, Rachaal ain't said no, or she said something. So I'm like, I
Oh,
ain't
trust me,
gonna
I've been saying, I might not say nothing on something, but I inbox when I'm
Yeah, that's why I be
look
like-
at your sorry lays. I'm saying, I love it though.
Especially
Like, I just
during
had an incident
engagement.
when we were in I don't never remember where we went.
El Salvador.
We were in El Salvador, like we chilling in the pool, like somebody sent me something this guy said about me, like shared a post.
We saw that shit.
Yeah, I'm like, bro,
Wait, I missed it. What did it say?
why you worried about me? Like, I had the video call him, like, bro, you somewhere in your car. Look where I'm at. I'm
Bruh.
chilling, like.
Cause I
Boy,
think
go
you
to
did
sleep.
say some shit.
Yeah, like-
this nigga ain't even got
Yeah.
a pot. Just
And
like
I was
me,
telling
can't
her,
believe Kisha
yeah.
with a woman and
Like, baby, I'm worried about it.
he like made like
You act like she was
big
your
man.
woman, baby. Like, why
And
you
then,
cry?
yes, and then I'm telling Dominique, like, we in a whole nother country. Like, why are you arguing with him? Like,
I wasn't even arguing. I just had to show him, baby, look, you must be
Sometimes
mad.
you gotta show
You must be
folks.
mad
I be
because
that type of petty
this
though,
woman
too.
taking her live life, baby. And you can't take a woman down the street.
Or up at that motherfucker or around.
You
the
can't go
corner.
back and forth, baby. So leave me alone. But I ain't gonna lie, I love it. We be sitting at home tripping about it. And honestly, it's very rare that stuff like that happen. Like, it don't happen.
That
It
was
don't
like
happen
the
often
first
at all.
time,
You know? Like, it literally don't, like.
But it's like when it do, it's like, damn nigga, you done wrote a whole motherfucking
Like
status.
you-
Baby, we been
Dang.
together 5 years in September. You still mad.
Like, yeah, like,
You
cause
still
we,
mad.
like, why are you mad though?
Right.
You ain't nobody ex or nothing. Why you
Why you
mad?
and that's what I was tripping
Like-
about. Like, this man really went to the brink of
You ain't
hell.
nobody friend, brother,
But see,
cousin.
he had
Why you
already
mad?
had a disagreement with Dominique before, so
Oh.
it was like on a status I had made about a drink or something.
Yeah.
And he coming on there like that ain't who something he said. I
And I'm
can't
like,
remember.
who cares?
Yeah,
Shit.
it wasn't, you know.
Like, who you want to be the Facebook police, Facebook troll? Maybe
But he's one of those people that everybody argue with on Facebook.
I one of them.
Yeah.
So he just
So-
don't have nothing to do.
Yeah.
Just looking for his 15 or 12 or 10 minutes of
Yeah.
shine.
And I can't give him no fine.
You know, no,
I
I
ain't
ain't no
got
hard
time.
feelings though. It's all good. He cool. You know, sometimes I have a little time too. That's all.
I mean, we all got time
Yeah.
today. Like, don't let me be at home on the couch. I got all the
Baby, don't
time.
let me be sitting on that train and dispatch ain't
Man,
moving us.
you just sit
Baby, I
back
got
there
time.
too. Facebook, I tell everybody, my Facebook feed is like, it's like a comedy jam. Like, that shit funny as hell. Like, it's the most livest feed.
Yeah.
It goes from intelligent to ratchet real quick.
See, I need
you
some
gotta
other
have
people.
that balance.
I don't
Mine-
have that balance. I be saying sometimes, like, I just be deleting folks. I'm like, I I ain't the most educated, but I know I ain't ignorant by a long shot.
I
Like,
got-
why is this person on my timeline?
I got doctors to. I was finna say. I was finna say some crazy shit.
So yeah,
I don't give a fuck. I got doctors to Ruby on that motherfucker. So it is what it is. I got Ruby and Cat on my shit. They know what it is. Shout out to y'all. Though. Y'all my folks. I mean, shit, it is what it is. That's what they be on there doing.
And when I tell you, baby, they give me life.
They do.
Because she was in tour with somebody the other day. I can't think of the stud name, but baby.
Oh, like that look.
That girl said, baby, y'all having sex over there. Point to the handicap sign, baby. Y'all having handicap shit. Baby,
Yes.
baby, when I say I was, girl,
Screaming.
I was pissing. Baby.
Screaming. That shit be like, I'm telling you, like, Facebook is the most interesting. It's like you can get educated. You can get your educational value on.
Right.
Down in your reality TV, down there, Zeus Network quality ass
That's
content.
why I can't delete it. I can't delete it.
I can't.
People be trying to take a break. Take a break for what?
Baby,
Baby,
still gotta press real. This is my out of reality type shit, because I know ain't none of this shit out here real for real. Like, I need entertainment. I need it. I need it to be able to access it at any time I want to access it.
Man, I'm telling you, baby. Facebook
like, it's
keeps me going.
news too. It's like, it's realer news than what you get on the news. So
that's true, because a lot of their news come from Facebook.
It's damn near, yeah, about
A lot
90% of it. They really
Period.
do, but see, and then the thing about it, you gonna get the real auntie, the real mama, even the criminal on there giving their side of the story.
Yeah.
So, shit, this where I got to get it from. So I can't.
They said I broke in that house and stuff. No, I stole such a. Like, mama, you still saying you broke in it?
Yeah, like you still like the dude the other day, with the judge. Have y'all seen that shit?
Which one?
I'm gonna have to send y'all this. So the man had to. He had. I guess they do that virtual court now. Driving. You driving. You supposed to be in court for a suspended license.
But you driving on virtual court.
The judge is looking like, what the fuck? And he was like, let me pull over. Let me pull over right quick. I'm about to pull over. He was like, they was like, do you know what you're going to court for? And he was like, basically like, no. He was like, for driving on suspended license.
And you still drive.
So he was like, we're going to revoke your bond and you need to turn yourself in. Dude was like crushed. Like, oh my God, I got to turn myself in for driving.
Yeah, you're showing him that you're violating right now.
Yeah.
Telling the judge, hang on, I'm about to pull over. The judge is like, looking like, is this shit for real? I said, baby, you couldn't have made. And then at first I'm like, this guy, but it wasn't fake because it was like a real judge, and the judge is like, God damn, baby, like that shit was hilarious.
That's wild.
His lawyer didn't even know what to say. She was kind of like,
I already got paid. I can't help this fool. Don't even worry about it.
Turn yourself in by 6, baby. They just said you have to turn yourself in by 6.
Drive that same car. Come drop yourself off.
And make sure you get it where you can pay for the parking. You better pay some free parking.
Exactly.
I'm like, hell,
Yeah, that's wild.
I can't delete Facebook.
Let me ask y'all this. So, I'm also someone who, got into the LGBT crew very late. I was
the crew.
I was in my early 20s. So with her being your first, like, were you nervous to have sex, or does lesbian sex blow you out the water versus being with a man? Like, I just want to know the tea. Like, how do you feel? Like, were you nervous to have sex with her, knowing that she never been with a girl? Like,
That's easy answer. No, I wasn't nervous.
Nah,
A lot of women ain't never been with a woman, so I wasn't nervous at all.
Nah, I wasn't nervous.
Stuff like that kind of stroked my ego.
I wasn't
She
nervous.
said she got damn thugging
Yeah.
ass.
I already knew what I was getting into. I was
She was
ready.
nervous.
you was ready.
I was not nervous.
She was nervous.
So I was
She was
nervous.
nervous.
I take Raquel for
I ain't gonna say she was nervous. I think she kind of like pre-planned in her head. Now that we've talked about it, like, since it happened,
Yeah.
she was like, the third time she had to make sure, that's what she was intentionally coming over for. So I don't really think she was nervous. Now I don't know. She almost didn't make the cut. But it took about 9 months to get that top up, and I was like, no.
What?
Now,
gotta give my
I'm gonna be
girl some
respectful and
grace
give you some
now.
grace because I know,
gotta
you
give
know what I'm
them some
saying. Like, hey, I ain't one of them studs that they be talking about I don't like. So you gonna have to come with it now.
That
So
touch shit. That's some
yeah,
made up
I'm
ass
not,
shit.
I don't know where they come from, but baby, this ain't
Who
it.
made that shit
I don't know what
up?
book y'all been reading, but you read the wrong book.
So you think I'm finna be a whole fucking just be right here sexless
Right.
or faking with a strap, baby? You better get to it, goddamn it.
Come
She
on
was
now.
probably nervous because it was your first time. Like,
She
we
wasn't
supposed
nervous.
to
She was
lick
a
She
it,
just said I was
suck it.
nervous.
She
So
was
was I
natural.
nervous or was I not nervous? Which one?
She was a natural.
You was nervous. Oh.
Were you
yeah.
nervous?
My first. Yeah, fool.
Why you was nervous?
I never did before. I was always used to the other one.
I just feel like sex is sex, though. It's just different body parts.
Yeah.
No,
Right.
she said top. So top versus
Oh no, I
It's
was
totally
talking. I was
different.
talking about both.
what she said it took you 9 months.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, she was probably just nervous about that. Cause what you supposed
Yeah,
to
and that was
do?
cool, like, because we had already been having our other type of sex, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, okay, month 1,
It's my turn.
month 3, month 5, okay, now maybe I need to throw a little hint, nudge or something, you know, I don't know.
Say, hold up, bitch.
Like, wait a minute. But I'm going to give you a little grace.
It's different now.
Now, you gonna suck me like you was sucking that nigga. Baby,
And
look,
on that note, period.
baby,
Go
look.
on with it now. I mean, but I guess it's like I'm hitting the mic and shit. Goddamn. I had a rough night last night, y'all. I had a lot of drinks. I'm not usually the drinker.
Yeah, we did too.
Man,
We was
baby.
partying.
We
We
was
started on
partying.
Bill. We made our way to the casino over in West Memphis. Baby, look, we was
Y'all
drinking.
win anything?
Baby,
We
I don't
ain't
gamble.
play.
Baby, I don't gamble.
We was over there drinking and partying. They had a
Drinking
little
party.
dance floor.
It
They,
just out there. I put like $20 in there.
No,
Once that
ma'am.
$20 gone,
I ain't got
I
20
don't even go sit by it.
I walked straight past you. I wouldn't even think the machines was there, baby. I don't even look at them.
I go for the crab legs.
Nah, we just go for the drinks.
Yeah.
cause I heard that drinks fire. Like I ain't been to the casino and buy. Whew. Damn. When I was dating your nemesis, girl, that's the last time I been to the casino. You just gotta
I
throw
don't
real
know.
hard. They just had a baby.
I don't know nobody past D.
Period.
That's right.
Period.
I don't know.
Period.
They don't even.
I have no clue who you're talking about.
Yeah, that's been a long
There you
time.
go.
But like,
Oh!
Look, she really didn't know. Little Tyler really was lost.
Girl, I thought.
y'all all know that shit.
So yeah, but
Invisible.
yeah.
Translucent.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, but no, we don't gamble.
I just be thinking like when I went to Vegas, I was like, okay, I gotta let me try like $5 little. Just pray. I don't never get. I just be like,
When I went to
yeah.
Vegas, I went to get some weed to smoke.
Right.
Yeah.
And I hate Vegas.
Vegas.
Y'all do?
She love Vegas. I hate it's hot. And at the point, I done been like 2 or 3 times. Like I just really became like a drinker.
Yeah.
Right.
I was always a smoker, so
Right.
it's I feel like Vegas is just like for people who like to go get drunk, walk around hot, sweating.
It really is
Yeah.
a
It ain't my
one-dimensional city though. It
Right.
is. I like Vegas for the shopping, but I learned my lesson from the first time to the first time I went to Vegas. I went there for 5 days. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. Like I didn't know Vegas etiquette though. I didn't know you
Right.
go to Vegas for 3 days and bring your ass
Yeah.
back. So day
We
3
went
I
for-
was sick. So the other 2 days I was just like, damn, like. And we got 2 more days in this motherfucker. Like I'm
Right.
ready to go home, but
We was there for 12 hours one time.
shit, I learned shit.
And that was
We
the
there
best.
for
That was the best
48.
time I had. We had like a layover, so we got a little rental car, man, turned
Really?
up for like a few. I got a hotel and stuff. Other than that was the best time I had when we stayed for days. I mean, I had a good time when I took the kids, but
Other than that,
other than that, Vegas is like at the bottom of my list.
I'm gonna tell you a city that I really don't care for.
Excuse me.
LA.
You know,
I don't really care for LA, and then we gotta go there.
I feel
don't-
that way
I don't
too,
care.
but
At the end of the week.
yeah,
Yeah, like I don't care for LA. It's well, we're gonna be on the outskirts, but it's just too much. I don't like to be somewhere for a long amount of time. I guess it's this slowness of the South, but
Right.
it's just like, I mean, I could get with DC. I like DC though. I'm not gonna lie, I love DC.
I love DC. That was the best.
I love
I've
DC,
ever had.
but like LA and New York, I don't too much care.
I love New
I
like
love New York.
I like New York for maybe a week. Then after that,
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah, we were there for 8 days, and when I tell you, we had a ball every day.
See, and maybe because I didn't really had no real itinerary. Because, like, I was going up there and then just
Travel agent Kisha,
doing
baby.
shit. Yeah, I just got to get an itinerary when we go because I got to go back. So, but it's just like, LA, I be like, God damn, ain't nowhere to park. It's like traffic fucked up.
Yeah.
I'm like, especially in New York, it's no point. You rent a car for what in New York? Like,
Girl.
Uber, Subway,
Walking.
walk. Make sure you got some good ass shoes, walking shoes. It's just New York nasty. I don't give a fuck. Y'all city nasty. Say what you will. I'm not used to seeing trash all over the place. Y'all water pressure sucks. God damn it. I don't like the living on top of each other.
Right.
Like that's a city that I just could never live in unless I was rich.
Right.
Like stupid rich. I'm not living in no brownstone with paying $5,000 a month to live on the bottom part while another motherfucker live on top of me stumping all damn day. Like,
I feel you.
it's cool though to
Yeah, New York,
visit,
it's cool.
but
Let me ask y'all this. So, Raquel, I know you're, anytime y'all post a video, that shit just go viral. So, with you, Raquel, I know you're, really well known in like the Memphis LGBT crew. So like, how is that? Cause like to me, you say to yourself, it's you and Kisha. Now you got us, but besides us, I don't really see you hanging out really with too much like, the lesbians of Memphis. That should be a new show, the lesbians of Memphis.
Right.
Put a pin in it.
girl.
So like, do you have any more like stud friends or like femme friends? I don't see her as a community girl at all. She a wife staying home, y'all go out the country and that be it. But like, what about you? Like, do you have good relationships with like the gay community in Memphis?
It's funny you ask. Truthfully, I don't. I feel like I don't really have a connection with
Understandable.
the community. And it's because when I was 19, 20, 21, like I was kind of out there. So a lot of I guess you would say a lot of the dislike that I receive is like because of the women that I've encountered or they may have went with this person or date this person. So you know how studs be.
Girl.
They don't like you because you date this person. I'm like, baby, I don't even barely know this person's name anymore. Like, It's not that serious. So I don't hang with the gays, period. Yeah. I have a friend, it's been my long-time friend for years, over 10 years, JD. Like, I hang with Jay. Like, this my dog. And, me and T, we kick it, we kick it. Other than that, the less friends I have, the better off I am. You know, and I think just from my past, it's kind of like a misconception of who I am now to this day, which, a lot of people can't let go of, you know what I'm saying, like prior engagements or prior problems.
Right.
It's like they hold on to it forever, and I'm just like, baby, you still mad.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, I forgot why we was into it. Like, I forgot that happened. Like, I'm 33 now. I'm not 23. Let my past be my past. I'm not messing with none of y'all women. None of y'all women ain't bothering me.
Right.
Like, I stay to myself.
Or
like,
DMing or nothing. Like, where
it's
y'all?
nothing. Like, it's just, all of it is just the past, people. And I realize when people don't necessarily change themselves, they can't see the change in other people.
Right.
So, what I want now is for people to understand that Dum Dum and Raquel are two different people.
Right.
Dum Dum was back in the day. I was in the streets, in the club. I was outside.
Right.
Raquel, I'm more self-aware. I'm more knowledgeable who I am and what it is I bring to the table. And I'm more aware and I care now of what I put out to people. Back then, I didn't care what you think. And I'm not saying that I care in a bad way. Now, it's just, for one, I work for the railroad. For two, I'm a representation of her. Yeah. For three, I'm a representation of how my mom raised me. So now that I'm more self-aware, I know these things and I try to carry myself in a certain, in a certain manner. So that's the reason why I'm just like totally disconnected from the gay people.
And
they still
just
see
life.
from the fighting. They still see from the women. And it's just like, baby, we all had a stage and a phase in life. And that was back then.
And we just gotta be real. And I'm not just putting this stigma on the gay community. I'm just speaking from what I see. And also it comes from a success level too.
Right.
If you don't have anything going for yourself, or if you are a certain age and you still out partying and still, not trying to, because I'm not gonna put like trying to have a picket fence and all that, because that's not everybody's reality.
Right.
But it's just some sense of stability too.
Right.
You tend to look at people from your past, and it really be like a jealousy type, envious type thing, and people tend to always want to hold on to the old negative shit instead of healing yourself so you can move forward with your damn self.
Exactly.
So I feel you on that too, because and then anyway, like I couldn't hang out with this new shit anyway. It's not like back in the day. Like we used to congregate and actually have fun,
Right.
and party. Now it's motherfuckers. I don't know what these folks on, and a whole lot of. This new generation, they kind of turned up. Though. I'll be seeing that little 616 shit. Them motherfuckers.
I rolled past last night.
Baby,
Somebody was twerking on top of a Jeep.
do you hear me?
Listen.
But that kind of used to be us back in the day. Though. I ain't finna lie though. We
Yeah.
used to shit.
Are we really that old? Like, how old are these young lesbians at 616? Because I be wanting to party and stuff, but I don't know, being
It
that
look like-
18-year-old.
They look like they were about their age.
18,
Yeah.
19, 20.
Like our age, like I remember I used to travel from college. Like we after the game, we'll leave lane, packed up in that motherfucking car and go to Incognito. Up in that, that's how old I am, goddamn it. We used to be up in that motherfucker, and Incognito was big as this loft, goddamn. We was in that hole. Like it's just I guess too, once you get older and shit, like you don't want to get caught up in no riffraff and motherfuckers hanging from the Raptors on a pole. Like if a baby was to fall, I'd be like, damn.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I mean, I'm
Like get her. You know what I'm saying?
It's
I
definitely different.
Yeah.
It's different.
It is.
I would have no clue because I'm like, I was so late coming into this. All I remember is Spectrum. And I've been there twice.
You never been to
Spectrum?
901
No,
or
I've never been to 901.
venue or nothing like that?
No, I just been
Oh,
to
yeah.
Spectrum.
She-
That
yeah.
was-
Yeah, I remember driving home from college. Like I had a whole dorm. I used to pass my house, my parents' house in Hernando. I used to pass it and drive all the way to Raleigh
Man,
to
do you
apartment
hear me?
15. I'm talking about we used to be turned up, drinking like, and I'm just like, wow, like
Right. This
it'd be
the
amazing
life.
sometimes to see the growth because
Yeah.
like now I couldn't dare do that.
Some of the
Like, I hate
shit,
the
it be
club.
cringe when I think about it. I used to be doing. I'm like, damn, I was really out here funky, drunk like that, like drunk. Like I think one day I was so drunk, I was laying in the fucking bushes. I was so, man,
At
I
the
was,
gay club.
nah, like now I had got so goddamn through though. Like I remember, I was like, damn, like I was in the bush. Like I would never get that fucking blacked
Right.
out drunk now. Like. Damn, but that's the life you live, especially you underage drinking and shit. You 19, you don't even supposed to be drinking like that anyway.
Right.
Like, but
Yeah,
shit.
it's definitely different. This community, I don't know, they wild. And I say that now, but we were those wild ones back then, you know. So I'm just like, I was saying the other day, like it's amazing, like how old people say, oh, back then we weren't like that, and then here we are talking about some back then.
Right.
I said, damn, we getting old.
Man,
Like,
on my soul. Back then I was like that, but I couldn't do that now. Like I can't. You know, because y'all really they supposed to be doing this.
Right.
This a part of growing pains. This a part of life. You supposed to be partying. Y'all supposed to be twerking on Jeeps. I
Right.
guess. I mean, I don't know if it's the safest thing to do. But, you know.
but do they supposed to be twerking on top of horse carriages? Because last night, baby, we seen somebody on a horse carriage.
That
Right.
And I
belongs
was
to
like,
me.
That's
I
why.
don't know about that now, baby.
That's
I
some
don't know about-
diabolical work.
I
I'm
thought
like,
it
this
was
man
supposed
is
to be
on.
like a sweet romantic.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And the
They
lady
different.
driving the horse, she like,
But
she
I
just,
don't even think these kids even know how to romanticize. I don't think they know what romance is, though. I don't think they know, like, a horse and carriage with your boo is supposed to be romantic. With your boo up here shaking her ass.
baby, it's not a
'cause
party bus.
It,
It's
Yes.
4 5 on here.
It
Like
was
that's a party
it was
bus.
4 of them.
oh, on that motherfucker.
Yeah, it wasn't
Twerking
nobody
ass.
like they ride down. I'm like,
Not enjoying the
scenery and just the love in the
because it really is a relaxing ride.
exactly.
It really is. I like riding the carriage, the horse. You know, the horse.
I don't think that's something that you go on with
intentions.
4 or 5 of your friends that y'all.
It's not.
I don't
Maybe
think that's-
another couple or by yourself.
Yeah.
Like
Well, if you-
Yeah,
if
Like
you-
get that little drunk bus where y'all be paddling the little whatever.
Yeah.
that
yeah,
paddle bike or
like
something.
it's just everything is just different. I mean, I know kids, y'all supposed to party, I party, but it's just like I don't want to say it's no emotional intelligence with this younger generation. It's just like
They just
everything is so social media driven.
Yeah.
And I think they have lost like what reality really is opposed to what real life is and how you're really supposed to act.
Right.
And how maybe you can be persuaded. Because sometimes like people can say like, you know, you're not supposed to care what people think, but those things can really damage your reputation as a person because
Yeah.
you may not be like that, and it could be one day that somebody caught your ass twerking on the carriage or the Jeep, and you like, girl, you can't come over here with that shit, and you like, I was out kicking it, so.
And I think now, you know, now that I am more conscious and more aware, I realize that things from your past can trickle into your present and your future. You know? And a lot of stuff people may say, oh, well, she was fighting back then. I don't know. She might get mad and want to fight, you know.
Yeah.
And may not want you to be invited to something that you really wanted to attend.
And you ain't fought in probably about 30 years.
Exactly. You know, so I think, you know, that's another thing that we need to be more aware of. Like, yeah, we young with this, but what stuff you doing when you young can, you know, definitely follow you when you get old.
Okay, so y'all little motherfuckers out there twerking.
Watch what you're doing.
Watch what you're doing. But
Before we close it out, Kisha, I wanted to ask you one last question. So, you know, I kind of really relate to you because we like I said, we got into this kind of late. Did you have a desire to like make other like lesbian femme friends? Because I did. I wanted like almost as soon as I got a girlfriend, I'm like, okay, she out with her stud brothers. I need me a femme friend. And then I quickly realized that was probably the worst decision that I could have done to like try, like, you know, look for a girl. Oh, she's pretty. She's nice. Think she's nice. Let me go try to make a femme friend, and then it turns around and invites me and my brand new ass. How you?
Well, not
Like,
not really. I didn't think that I didn't get the desire to want to have femme friends because I don't think I was putting a title on things. And I think because I already had a whole lot of friends and a lot of people that I was around, the first set of films that I probably were around when I was with y'all.
yeah.
And I'm like, dang, they so cool, but after that it was like, okay, I just want to be around them. Like, I don't have to have like, go out here and be like, okay, films, let's kick it. Like, no.
The films are meant.
Yeah, like, no.
Films unite, let's
And a part of it is because at the time that I met her, I wasn't into
a whole lot of the
gay
scenes.
boy. I had a lot of
yeah.
gay stud friends and none of that, you know. So, like I said, the friends I do have, we link up on occasion. We, you know, and that's it. Like, we don't hang around every day.
Because we got our own individual lives. Like, when you in relationships and shit, like, it is important to have your friend group, but it is important, like, everybody still got their own separate lives, and you do have to tend to your mate. You got to have a good balance, but more the balance got to go towards your relationship in the end. So, I get it.
Yeah,
so.
and I think with me, like, I don't really care about the friend part just because, like I said, I consider myself having so many in the past.
Yeah.
And my mama always told me, like, the less friends you have, the better off you'll be. And I found it to be true.
It's the truth, though.
And even though I'm the only child my mama had, like, I have siblings on my dad's side. And me and my little brother, we so close. Like, that's who, when I first started talking to her, that's who we kicked it with every day, all the time. Like, so, you know, her family's so small, so they kick it. But I don't know. I think I try to get so caught up into the gay stuff, you know.
Right. So
that's my whole thing.
Not a community girl. I totally get it.
Nah, not at all.
Thank y'all so much for joining us, and I look forward to coming to y'all wedding and just celebrating y'all. It means a lot that y'all came on this podcast and just talked y'all shit. I appreciate it so much.
All right, now this manifesting in the city.
All right.
Thank you, Keisha.
Thank y'all for having
Rachaal.
us.
Thank you for having us.
All right, now, and we out.
Peace.